Pilar. I'm from Andalusia, Spain. I'm 24 years old and I'm a social educator. I'm doing my EVS project here in Lisbon. I'm working in ALEM, Asociação de Literatura, Literacia e Mediação. And I'm basically working in Escola Secundária Marquês de Pombal. It's a high school and located in Belém. But I'm also working in some other schools like primary school and Liga, which is an institution for people with disabilities and that work through arts. So in the high school I work with a class of the majority there are girls and two boys from 15 years old to 17 years old with a difficult background. And what I've done is to separate the months that I'm working from January until now, but then in June as well, in different topics. So we have already worked about democracy, love, environment, and we still need to talk about Europe and some other topics always related to human rights. And since I'm also interested in gender equality, I try to make always activities with them and workshops or documentaries, debates related to this topic. What I like most of this project is that I feel completely free to propose any kind of activity because I have the whole support of the teacher. I think the most difficult moment was the beginning, because when I arrived, of course you arrive to a class that is already made, everybody knows each other, they know the teachers, and we started kind of late. And also because of being of another country, they were a bit not very welcoming. And that was a hard beginning because I had to gain the trust of them, but I really didn't know how to deal with that. I think also the organization of the project was a bit confused when we all arrived here. So we had to face a lot of confusion because we didn't know where to go, which school we were going to work with, and so on. So this needs a lot of work from the volunteer to develop a special skill in organization. You really need to know how to deal with the topic you're going to introduce and the dynamics you're going to do or the video you're going to show. And this is something that I'm really taking into account in order to have everyone satisfied with my lectures. And I'm also learning to deal with the school organization. Something that the project has given me, it's motivation. Because I think every day that I work and I arrive home, I always arrive and I'm always thinking, what can I do next? What I did wrong that I can improve next time? And also because when you start to know the public that you are working with and you know their interests, you try to search and explore and investigate how could you reach those goals that they have by introducing them in class. So to work with their interests, but with the point of view of education. I think what I give to the project from myself, it's dynamic, because I think sometimes the ideas are there, but they just need the kickoff. They need somebody that say, we are doing this. I think by now I managed to do that, yes. The biggest challenge I got since the very beginning, it was to work with teenagers, because I have always thought that I was useless for that because I didn't have authority, because I don't know, it's a very special age and maybe I wasn't prepared for that. And that was especially my feeling when I started to work with them, because it's a confrontation, a big confrontation. But then when you discover that you are doing great with them, this challenge just disappeared. Actually, I'm doing this EVS project because I really wanted to work in my field, but here in the city. Lisbon is for me like a door in Europe for the whole world, because I started to get to know the food, the dances, the people and their traditions in the same city, but it's like it has no borders and everything is mixed. I'm learning a lot and a lot of different things, and learning through people and their way of being, and I think that's really nice. That's special. That is what makes Lisbon to be a special city. Now, how I'm feeling now is with saudade, without even having left Lisbon yet. So, a book is Todo Bajo el Cielo by Matilde Asensi. It's a Spanish writer, and I like this book because it was in Lisbon where I read it for the first time. Then a movie, it's Bye Bye Brazil, because one of my dreams since I was a child was going to Brazil. I still haven't reached that goal, but I'm here in Lisbon, so I think I'm doing good by now. And then a song is Para Vigo Me Voy, because it's inside of this movie, Bye Bye Brazil. The main character is always singing this song, and I think it's very special for me. And also now that I'm in Portugal, I would love going to Galicia, now that I'm closer than in Andalusia.
Para Vigo me voy.